hairpin neat and true, lipstick like a comma, always knows the line to you. Key on a ribbon, ledger folded, inked in careful rules. She keeps the odds in order, teaches saints and gentle fools. There's a hush behind the curtains where the city learns to breathe. And when the wind gets rowdy, she's the quilt that won't let grief in. Madam keeps the keys, she keeps everything in line. Velvet glove, firm fingers, tender like a lullaby. She'll mend a broken promise, tuck your story into time. Madam of the midnight room, she's the reason we survive. They come with their confessions, their small triumphs and regrets. Dances in the parlor, debts paid in cigarettes. She's got an eye for dignity, a soft diplomacy. Trims the truth with mercy, keeps the light so they can see. When trouble rolls up, brass and thunder knocks at fragile doors, she stands on the threshold, quiet in her warlike shore. No sermon and no pity, just a careful, steady hand. She teaches how to weather storms and how to stand. Madam keeps the keys, she keeps everything in line. Velvet glove, firm fingers, tender like a lullaby. She'll mend a broken promise, tuck your story into time. Madam of the midnight room, she's the reason we survive. She hums an old guitar chord that sounds like practiced grace, calls each name like prayer, puts a mirror in its place. There's a softness in her ledger where she writes the girl's good days, and a fierceness like a lighthouse when the tide tries to change the waves. You think she's just a silhouette against a gaslight glow, but she's the vote for mercy in a world that wants to close. Her dresses hang like planets orbiting the room she tends. Majesty in modest scenes, a kingdom with no pretense. I learned to fold my sorrow and hand it over for repair. She ironed out the edges, smoothed the lines back where they tear. So if you wander by that doorway and the night seems too unkind, listen for her laughter, it's the map she leaves behind. Madam keeps the keys, she keeps everything in line. Velvet glove, firm fingers, tender like a lullaby. She'll mend a broken promise, tuck your story into time. Madam of the midnight room, she's the reason we survive. When the last lamp winks out and the city folds to hush, she locks the world in order with a kiss on the mirror and a soft blush.